Hello everybody and welcome back once again. My name is Jordan, also known as J-Monster, and you're watching episode 5 of my Historical Battles series for 3rd Age Total War. And this time around we're going to be doing the Battle Under Trees, which takes place in the 3rd Age and is fought between the Silvan Elves, led by Thranduil, who is this represented on the field by this Elven King's Guard right here, and a splinter force from Dol Guldur. Now, a little bit of background on this before we get started. As I said, this is a battle between the Orcs of Dol Guldur and their sort of associated allies, and the host of Thranduil. And this battle is fought around the same time as Dol Guldur launches an invasion of Lorien. So this is not the entirety of Dol Guldur's strength massed against Thranduil and his Silvan Elves. What Sauron is expecting is that at the same time this battle is going down between the Orcs of Dol Guldur and the Silvan Elves, that the Easterling army is going to come up from the east after destroying Dale and the dwarves, and help them overwhelm and destroy the Silvan Elf kingdom in Mirkwood. Unfortunately for Sauron, his Easterling friends are still busy fighting the Dalings and the dwarves at the Siege of the Lonely Mountain, so they will not be coming to help his orcs. And we've got two flanks here. We've got this host here commanded by Thranduil, which is much heavier. It has a large contingent of heavy infantry. As you can see here, we've got a lot of spearmen. We've got, some heavy spearmen. More spearmen. And on the second line, we've got woodland swordsmen, some woodland warriors. And on the other side here, we've got some more woodland warriors and some heavy infantry and two-handed swordsmen. And on our back line here, we've got elven light archers, sentinels of the woodland realm, and I believe at least one unit more. Yeah, there's some more elven light archers, some Mirkwood rangers, and one unit of heavy archers right here. So it is a largely archer force, as befitting a Silvan Elf army. But way on the wing over here, it's a much lighter force. We've got some Sylvan horse archers here, some woodland swordsmen. It's almost entirely light infantry, so we've got some light axemen there, Mirkwood stalkers, some more light elven archers, some light spearmen, and one unit of heavy Mirkwood archer guard. And on the wing here, we've got some more horse archers. And yeah, the second line is actually entirely composed of Mirkwood stalkers and the Sindar bodyguard unit here. And facing us are thousands and thousands of orcs and trolls and monsters and some black Numenorians. So we're going to go ahead and start the battle, and this is going to be another pretty big battle. It's not quite as large as the last one. This one's about 10,000 or 600 or something close to that, so it's going to be laggy again, so I apologize for that, but hopefully you guys will still enjoy it. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, let's look at this army opposing us. We've got some upgraded Uruk halberds right here. And over here, some Moradon guard, and it looks like they're going to pull the same kind of tactic as they did before and go and try and overwhelm our army. Unfortunately for them, we're already starting to load some arrows into them. Yeah, look at them die by the hundreds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this force forward to block their advance. I'm going to have them all run, but I'm going to take some companies of light elven archers and a little bit of heavy infantry from that wing. We're going to go over here to help our light infantry because they are quite severely outnumbered. They do have a bit of a hill advantage, but it's not going to be enough to save them. And as you can see here, battle has already been joined. I believe there's some companies that have engaged each other already right here. Yeah, it looks like some Olokai have managed to get in among the light elven archers, and they're probably taking some pretty tremendous casualties right now. Yeah, we've got some black Numenorians charging forward, taking point as usual. We've got, more black Numenorians, some Uruk bodyguards, the picked bodyguards, some black Numenorian cav, of which there is quite a lot, some more horse archers, some elven archers, some light elven archers, Mirkwood archer guard. Yeah, it's a largely infantry and archer force, so they're going to have some troubles. Looks like our enemies here are coming right at us, so we're going to direct their fire away from our front lines. Have them shoot. Yeah, these guys over here. Little burst of arrows just coming out of them right there. Have these guys back here. Start shooting down some of these unengaged orc infantrymen. And there's quite a lot of orcs. Number of upgraded orc raiders right here. But it looks like largely what they're trying to do is peel off forces to go and help their enemies on the, or their allies on the other side. Looks like battle has already been joined here on the front lines. Of course, the Black Numenorians leading the charge. I've got some orc raiders, but for the most part, yeah, they haven't engaged yet. Uh-oh, got some light elven archers here breaking lines. We don't want them to do that just now. Move these guys forward. 2 or 3 of our spearmen companies. We're gonna peel off some more guys here. Send some woodland swordsmen over here to assist these Silvan shield bearers, the Mirkwood shield guard. Yeah, it's getting pretty choppy, but it's not too bad. Yeah, looks like our reinforcements have arrived over here. Yeah, we've got some sentinels and some light archers, and we're gonna put them right up here on this hill so they can start getting some good shots off. We're gonna try and help out these obviously terrified light elven archers here who are running away from these Olokai. Sending a unit of heavy infantry screaming at these Olokai. Looks like the archer guard here is been engaged in combat, and they've taken quite a lot of casualties already. They're very heavily outnumbered. Yeah, looks like there's a big blob of these guys doing who knows what on the side. Our elven archers are very swift, so they've managed to largely outrun these guys so far. But it looks like some of these bodyguards are catching up with this cav unit here. Yeah, as you can see, they've scattered in all directions. Let's see how things are doing on our side. Uh-oh, looks like some Olokai here have decided to take a bite out of our woodland swordsmen. And these guys have been, it's exactly what I didn't want to happen. They've been surrounded and isolated, so we're going to have to peel off some unengaged troops if we can. Yeah, let's send these guys over here. Looks like some of our archer companies are doing things I don't want them to do. But our archers are quite effective. Like, they've been, look at that, just a constant stream of fire into these massed orc ranks. And as they scatter, they're opening themselves up to being surrounded and such. But it looks like there's a large body of their infantry right here. I'm not too sure who they're fighting. It looks like that's the Sindar bodyguard from the other side. So they somehow managed to get themselves stuck over here. Yeah, as you can see, this battle is raging along quite a large front. Most of the action is centered right here, actually around the center of the map. And then there's skirmishes going on in the wings. Yeah, some cavalry there, outflanking various infantrymen groups. Looks like the sentinels of the Woodland Realm group has been caught here, as well as these light archers by these heavy Uruk bodyguards. And there's more stuff going over there on the wings. Looks like some Uruk halberds here are coming forward to support the Olokai in destroying our light infantry on the wing here, who are managing to hold the line quite well. We're going to have our archer bodyguard here, our Sindar, or no, our Mirkwood archer guard here. Pour some fire into these advancing Uruk troops. Let's see how we're doing. It's very dark, so it's a very chaotic, disorganized, disorienting battle. Looks like there's a number of smoking orc corpses in there. Gonna move onto the flank here with 2 groups of spearmen. Try and break this line of orcs right here. We're holding the line. Yeah, these halberds here have reached our light infantry, so we're gonna have to turn off these guys like that, like so. I'm gonna pull off this unit of spearmen here and have them move over to the back. Yeah, it looks like these guys are still running away from this Black Numenorian cav, which is decimating this light elven archer group here. There's quite a lot of Numenorian cav in this engagement. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like we're winning in most places, although this unit of shield guard here has been surrounded. On our other flank here, these guys are quite outnumbered, so we're going to move our archer bodyguard into melee to support that wing. It looks like, yeah, there's some trolls that have made their way behind us, chasing our reinforcements from the other end. Let's see how things are doing on this side of the battle. Their spearmen companies are up against a lot of heavy infantry, so they're not doing very well. What do we got over here? Yeah, these orcs are just swarming against the light infantry that's been placed to stand against them. Looks like there's an archer guard. Yeah, it's the archer guard we saw earlier has been almost completely annihilated.
Without their general, they may lose heart and flee.
And our allies' general has just died. Our sword guard here is doing quite poorly. They've been on their own fighting for a while. Looks like what's going on over here. A joint group of light archers and some woodland realm sentinels, as well as some reinforcements from our allies in the form of Silvan horse archers here, fighting a large troop of orcs. Looks like these light elven archers here have been victorious against what looks like an orc raider group. Yeah, and the skirmishes on this end are coming to an end. Looks like there's a routed group of Silvan infantry over there. Yeah, there's a lot of destruction here. A lot of our archers have been picking off quite a lot of orcs, but there's also a lot of dead elves mixed in there, as you can see. Yeah, it's a very chaotic battle.
The enemy are badly bloody. Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
What's going on over here? Yeah, this group of elven archers is basically powerless to stop this mountain troll group from running over them. We've got our Mirkwood rangers on this side who have probably been attacked by cav. That's why they've been so reduced. Yeah, it looks like the Black Numenorians got a piece of them. Yeah, there they are right there. Our light troops are suffering quite badly. But on this end, it looks like we've been largely victorious. Looks like, yeah, our Silvan infantry here have managed to rout these guys. Woodland warriors, as well, supporting them, have managed to do quite a lot of damage to our orc foes. And there's this big body of infantry over here that we're pouring fire into that have surrounded our poor isolated Mirkwood shield guard right here. And it looks like there's some victorious Olokai coming over this way, followed by some Uruk halberds. There's a big slaughter right here. A lot of their cav and infantry. Looks like they've been destroyed, along with a number of elven casualties. Yeah, whatever forces we had over here have been completely obliterated. So they basically control large parts of our right wing. They've been, yeah, looks like they've almost completely smashed the elven army on that side. How are our... it looks like our sword guard has been completely destroyed. I don't think we have... We still have a few units of archers fighting on this side against some orc raiders and some other things, but for the most part, it's been a complete slaughter. Yeah, looks like there's some orc maulers here, outflanking our elven troops. What do we got over here? Some Uruk bodyguards, numerous Black Numenorians. Our poor Mirkwood rangers here, they can't stand up against this heavy Black Numenorian cav. Our AI's got a few soldiers left that managed to make it behind our lines. We've largely been pretty successful on our half of the battlefield, though. So I'm going to take these troops here. Let's see. Yeah, 2 groups of spearmen. We're going to put some archers behind them to kind of shore up that flank. Let's see. It looks like we have pretty much crushed the enemy on this side. So we're going to move our troops up here to go and support our offensive on this side. against this large body of Dol Guldur soldiery. Looks like the Elven King himself has joined the battle against these Black Numenorians. It's a good thing too. They're quite powerful against armored units, and we're going to need their help to take down those heavily armored Black Numenorian swordsmen. Looks like there's a few troll battalions that were in here that have been wiped out. The enemy's very wisely keeping some reserves on that side. I think the battle's probably going to be decided largely in here because this is most of their soldiers. Oh good, these guys have made it. Oh boy. Yeah, it looks like the units that we had here, 2 units of archers have been basically destroyed. The enemy threw some trolls in there, as well as some infantry to support their cavalry. So there's really nothing we can do. But we have to hold the line on this side, or we'll probably end up losing the battle if we can't. Let's see what's going on here. There's still some fighting going on right here.
The enemy force remains.
These guys, the Mirkwood Archer Guard. See if we can pull the Elven King and his soldiers off of here for a little bit. We're gonna need them to beat these Numenorians, but we need them. We need their skills in another spot. What's going on over here? The enemy has thrown some trolls, Olokai, into the mix to try and delay us, but uh-oh, looks like we've got. Yeah, our troops are getting run over by this Numenorian cav here, who are in quite good shape, so they're going to be pretty tough to bring down. We got here our spear guard and spearmen are managing to surround this unit, but they're all very tired. The Elven King and his soldiers have taken to the front lines to deal with these Uruk halberds. Yeah, and the Mirkwood Archer Guard have drawn their swords and are dealing handily with this Moranon Guard and Olokai mixed force, or Mountain Troll mixed force. Yeah, let's see what we have left. Yeah. It's an idea of what our lines are looking like right now. So we've got some Shield Guard over here. Very good. That's a fresh battalion. We're going to throw them right over here to reinforce the line if need be. There's still quite a lot of Orcs left, though. This is going to be a tough battle. What have we here? Yeah, we've got some forces battling it out just before our lines. They've caused some pretty tremendous casualties to our enemies here, but they are being surrounded by fresh troops coming in, coming over to destroy them from the other side. Yeah, all these little lights here you can see are large groupings of bodies, smoking, smoldering corpses, remains of brave soldiers, and as you can see, it goes all the way along here too. Looks like some of our reinforcements on this end managed to survive. This group of light elven archers is harassing this troop of Uruks right here, but everyone else, yeah, I think this is where our archers and horsemen made their stand. Yeah, that's where our swordsman battalion was. There's just so many of these troops they're managing to. They could probably outflank our lines if they wanted to. Yeah, looks like our horse archers here, what remains of them, are coming to our rescue. We're gonna charge into the backs of these Mordor troops. Look at that. Yeah, it's not very many of these Numenorians left. These Black Numenorians. Looks like these guys have managed to get behind our lines here. This cav and are wreaking havoc among our archers. Yeah, there's quite a lot of them. Got some light archers here who are fighting a small group of Black Numenorians. Where's that group? Yeah, we're gonna have to move these guys over here to plug the line. Or to plug this hole in our line, rather. But what I'm gonna do is have them attack these Orc Maulers and Numenorians on their flank here. Olokai! How's our Mirkwood Archer Guard doing? Fairly well. Oh, Thranduil! Thranduil himself has fallen in this battle. Not very historically accurate, but we'll just ignore that. He was wounded. he was wounded, and he's being cared for by his Elven King's Guard. They're going to take him off the battlefield. Don't worry, he'll live to fight another day, I'm sure. What do we have here? A very thinly stretched line of Woodland Warriors, Mirkwood Shield Guard, and Light Infantry. We're not very happy about the loss of our general. How are we doing on this side? These Orc Maulers here are taking pretty brutal casualties from this fresh unit of Shield Guard. How are these guys doing? They've managed to hold their own mostly against this Numenorian Cab. Yeah, as you can see there, they're cutting them down. Looks like that's the enemy general right there, with two units left, two individuals left in his unit. That Elven Archer group was from our allies has been wiped out.
We've lost half of our men.
Yeah, we've lost half of our men so far. It looks like our Spear Guard and Light Spearmen have managed to destroy the Olokai that were sent to harass them. What do we got here? Spearmen, yeah, these guys are still dealing with those Black Numenorians. They're very powerful. Looks like we should be okay. These guys have managed to keep the Mortar armies from joining up and becoming an overwhelming force, so they're fighting a very important holding action here. Orc just got his head cut off. But yeah, it's a very brutal battle. Some depleted Uruk halberds are coming up here. There's not too many of them. Our spearmen right here. Let's see how they're doing. They've been quite depleted. They're having a hard time against these heavy Orc Maulers right here. So I think we're going to have to move this unit of Sentinels of the Woodland Realm in there to try and support that part of the line, so to keep our flank from collapsing. Over here, we're doing really well. Looks like this Orc Mauler unit has been pretty much wiped out. Yeah, now they're starting to flee. Yeah, there's some Orc Raiders here and a few Orc Maulers. Just a few of them, though. But our fairly fresh unit of Shield Guard here is going to have to contend with all of these guys on their own. Well, it looks like there's a hidden archer unit here. Ah, our elven reinforcements have arrived. Yeah, I think there's one or two units here. And they're shooting these guys from behind. Enemy has peeled off some Moradon Guard in response to this threat. Yeah, there's a huge slaughter that went on here. 3 or 4 of our elven units were completely destroyed, but they managed to hold up a large portion of the Orc's body. The enemy general's right there, fighting in that Black Numenorian unit, but it looks like most of their cav has been wiped out, so that's good, because they caused some pretty horrendous casualties to our light infantry. Looks like there's still some Olokai here duking it out with the Elven King's Guard and some supporting spearmen. The Archer Guard is fighting against these Orc Maulers. They're probably tired by now, yeah. So they're at a bit of a disadvantage. Yeah. This Shield Guard here is dealing with these victorious reinforcements from this mosh pit over here. So we've got some more halberds coming up in support of them. But this is they're only warmed up and they're in really good shape. They're probably our most numerous unit left on the field, so they should be okay. They should be able to take on all of these exhausted Mordor troops. See how this is doing right here. Orc Maulers. Yeah, they're fighting hard against our remaining light infantry on that wing. These spearmen here, victorious, are going to outflank what's left of these guys. Looks like there's a small unit of Orc Raiders that survived the battle on the hill over there. Looks like they're slowly bending back the line of our Mirkwood Shield Guard. You've got some Orc Raiders and Uruks trying to sneak around this side, but being duly cut down in response. How are we doing here over here? Yeah, very thin green line It's being held against Black Numenorians and supporting Orc Maulers still. That Archer Guard has done very well for themselves. Looks like we're going to move the remnants of the Elven King's Guard up there to support them. We're going to throw our the remainder of our troops against these guys. It looks like this spearman unit here has done very well for themselves, so we can use them to come around here. They're going to be a very decisive factor because they're going to help us break this last pocket of resistance here. And then they can swerve around and take these guys from their rear. Charge! You know, in your own time. There you go. Yeah, that's gonna rout these Orc Maulers. They're gonna have nowhere to go, so they'll probably fight to the death. As you can see, it's been a very bloody battle. But we're slowly pushing our adversaries back here along this line. Yeah, just take a look at that. So much slaughter. Thousands and thousands of dead Orc and Elven soldiers. There's a few Orc Maulers here. Probably won't take very long to run them off. What do we got here? Yeah, it looks like this big mess has been, for the most part, resolved. There's probably a few Black Numenorians in there somewheres. Oh, nope. They've all been destroyed. But our Spearman unit, I didn't see that unit of Orcs coming up. They've been attacked from the rear by this reinforcing group of Mordor Orcs. But it looks like the battle has been pretty much decided. Yeah. Yeah, what Orcs remain have been run off on that end. Looks like this Moranon Spear Guard unit is fresh from annihilating the Elven reinforcements that we saw earlier, so we're going to take these guys over here and deal with them as they deserve. And that Shield Guard unit has taken some pretty bad casualties, but then they've been fighting everything from Black Numenorians to mounted Black Numenorians to trolls to heavy infantry. Looks like this unit of Mordor Orcs has been broken. I think that makes these there's at least one other unit still remaining on the field. What are these guys shooting? There we go. The battle under trees has been decided. A decisive but costly Elven victory. Let's take a look at unit stats. Yeah, there was a little over 4,000 Elven soldiers against well over 6,000 elite Mordor Orcs and Trolls and Black Numenorians from Dol Guldur. So, yeah. Take a quick look at the unit stats and you can see who's done what. So our poor allies there who were destroyed. And that's going to conclude this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.